Hey, how you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You alright?
Can you hear me? Yeah, not too bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect, man.
Good.
How's things going?
Pardon?
How's things going?
Yeah, really good actually. It's good to say campy. Just keeping positive.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just curious today to get to know about you and your story into boxing.
Mm-hmm.
So talk me through, how did it come about and what got you into boxing?
So I originally started boxing just like for fitness, just at the end of like 2018.
Yeah.
So yeah, literally just to get into like fitness. So I was already kind of like on a fitness journey, like trying to lose weight. And then towards that, I just wanted to try something new. So I started out at like a smaller club. That for like, I think it was just less than a year. And I tried out a different club, which is where I'm at now, Fight Factory, when my coach asked about coming over to do amateurs, which was exciting. So obviously COVID happened, 2019, so that put a bit of like stop with things. So I'm kind of like spent the past year just finding my feet again with it. So yeah, just at the start of my amateur journey. Excited.
Yeah. Also, I saw you're training with John Pittman, who's also the trainer of Akeem Ennis Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that sort of relationship go about with working with someone like that?
With John?
Yeah, John Pittman. Yeah. I saw you on the pads.
I get on well with John. John's really good coach. He's obviously got the best interest in like all of his boxers. He's not someone that will just like say you're good. He obviously like looks for like good people, and like if he sees potential and he knows that you put the work in, then he'll put his time into you. So yeah, I get on well with John. We have a bit of a laugh most of the time, but of course in the sessions it's quite serious with everything. Yeah.
So how's the amateurs going? You just had your recent fight, didn't you? And you won that, so congratulations on that. You know, how did that experience go, though?
It was good. I originally was supposed to have an amateur fight before that, which was all set to go. I was looking forward to that. I felt ready. I felt like the training leading up to that was amazing. And then it turned out that we actually weighed in. The girl was too heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was too light for her. There was like a 5 kg difference. So it was like the balance with that. So that was a bit of a learning curve. So that one was obviously off the cards. I couldn't fight. And then I had the amateur one, I think it was a few weeks today, which was really good. I was so nervous before, but the build up to putting the work in is obviously tough. Obviously you've got things right as well. Like you can't really mess about with stuff like that. But the fight itself, it was fun. It just goes so quick. There's so much adrenaline. You've got to listen to everybody in the corner as well when it comes to that.
Yeah. How did you deal with the nerves going into the fight? You know, because as you mentioned, you were a bit nervous. Mm-hmm. So how was that? How did you deal with it?
Well, I knew that with nerves, obviously, it's quite easy to use up a lot of energy with that. The weeks before, like a few weeks before the fight, I wasn't nervous like at all. I was quite chilled about it. I was confident. I felt fine. I was just happy. And then when it comes to the actual day, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? I was like, what? Like, I'm getting in the ring. But I think it was just staying cool and just realizing that actually you're going to use more energy being nervous, which you need to save. So just kept my cool. Did pads before, just warming up. And then there was actually like some other coaches there in the room for some of the lads fighting. Talking to them, and they made me feel like obviously like more confident and everything with it, and they were like worried about. So yeah, it was good.
Okay. So were you looking forward to your next fight? When you looking to fight in the ring again for your second amateur experience?
So I was supposed to have another fight the week before, the weekend just gone. But we couldn't get the doctor, which was a shame. It was before. So hopefully I can imagine that will be just at the start of next year when the next comes about. But I am itching for another fight. It's just the sparring in between now that's like keeping me ticking over.
Yeah. Now I saw a few pictures of you a couple years ago, and compared to you now, you looked really out of shape back then. But then now you've completely changed your life. What sort of decision did you make that made you want to change? You know.
I just got to the point.
But it's really inspirational.
Oh.
And I don't mean to be in a bad way. It's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
So to inspire other people that are probably in that position, what did you choose to do? You know?
I just got to the point where enough's enough, and I just finished my A levels.
Yeah.
I think A levels just weren't really. I got my A levels, but I just knew it was like I wasn't really like in like an academic mode. I didn't want to go to uni. I just is eating and just like not really looking after myself like physically. But then I found obviously a hobby in the gym, and then obviously onto boxing, and I was like, I think the whole idea like you can do better, and obviously the opportunities and like the place to put this because I knew that I could just push myself. I was just once I started, I didn't want to stop. And obviously I found my passion boxing within that as well. So yeah, it's good.
Definitely. I've seen you in some pictures with Katie Taylor, you know. So that was really inspiring for me as well. So how did that come about as well? What was your experience with her?
Yeah, so I was approached by Gymshark. I had a message off of Gymshark. Invited me to an event. It was like me, and I think it was about 20 girls. They invited me down to their HQ, which I was like, whoa, like what's going on? I was like shaking when I got the message. And obviously with Katie, I was like, whoa. You know, you're just like, you're there, you're just like, oh my God, I need to be pinched. I was like, that, this can't be real. But yeah, so that was like 2 weeks before the event, I think. And we went down there. Well, I went down by myself, stayed over in that area. Went down, met some other like really inspiring girls, which was all fun. And then Katie Taylor as well, which was literally incredible.
Yeah, well, how did it feel like holding her belts as well? Did it make you want to be something like that in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
Potential.
100%. If you have a goal, you've got to believe that it's already yours, and you've got to just have a vision. I think being able to actually pick up those belts as well, it made me more determined to have that. I think I was actually like the first time when we were having the photos taken, asked to hold the belt. And I was like, oh my God, because they are heavy as well. I was like, it just puts you in a good place to like feel that that's what you want, that's what you can get. It was great, and obviously like wow, and that atmosphere was crazy.
Definitely. What do you think about women's boxing right now? Obviously, it's thriving. Where do you see yourself in the future? Do you think you're going to be up there as well?
Definitely. So sometimes, well, before I used to think that like sometimes when you write down goals, you've got to be realistic. But I don't think a dream can be too big or too small. I think you should just aim for stars. Just go for it. So definitely, like I'm at the start of my boxing career, but I would definitely love to see myself like the pro ranks in the future. Obviously, I want to learn along the way, so I definitely want to go through the whole amateur journey.
Yeah.
Taking that step before pro. So got a long way to go. That's definitely what I want.
That's definitely really good, man. It's good to hear, man. So for the people who ain't seen you fight before, how would you describe your fighting style? I used to be quite aggressive. I think I am quite an aggressive fighter. I do come forward. Learning like amateur style, got to be in and out. So putting that into perspective, I still do come forward, but I'm just trying to like touch base. Fight. So I would say that I do carry a lot of power in my punches. Obviously, but yeah, I'm quite an aggressive fighter. Obviously, I'm just trying to like keep that thing with the whole amateur stuff. So pros is a bit different, not in and out, but yeah, I'd say I'm definitely more forward and aggressive. Yeah, how's training going for you? Are you still training whilst you ain't got a fight scheduled? How's that going?
Yeah, I love every bit of training. So I train almost every day. Maybe I'll rest day. But I do keep it like mixed up and fun. So I do boxing, running. I do weight training as well, and then I've actually just got myself a conditioning coach.
Okay, that's pretty good. So step in that direction, definitely.
I'm just trying to like get as much in, obviously without burning out.
Yeah.
That. So yeah, it's going really good. I'm like I train now with it.
No, that's definitely good, man. Because a lot of fighters, they also get complacent when they're out of fighting camp. So to keep yourself prepared at any moment in time is a really good step forward in the right direction. 100% agree, man. What else I was going to mention is, do you have any aspirations going forward, like in the next couple of years? Where do you expect to see yourself from now?
I definitely see myself as a more like composed, tidier boxer. So obviously get a lot of amateur fights in and a lot of experience.
Yeah.
I love where I'm at now with Pittman's Fight Factory, but obviously it'll be like get more experience with different people in different clubs. And just getting in as much practice as possible. And hopefully get some sponsorships on board as well, because I think that's a good thing. Working with like different brands and everything, and just putting women's boxing out there, because obviously it's booming at the moment.
Definitely. In terms of women boxing, Emily, who do you think really at the top at the moment? Who's really catching your eye, you think? Because there's a lot of women boxers at the moment.
In women boxing?
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes I think people look at boxers and everything. Obviously, Katie Taylor's inspiration for females. You can't really disagree her. But going to the event, I met a lot of people there. Doing so well with boxing. Like obviously there was mixed first. There was some of us doing amateurs. There was people turning over pro. So yeah, there was some fighters there that are waiting their pro days. Shannon Ryan, I think she's going to be out for. She's a hard worker. And I don't know, off the top of my head, women's boxing is definitely on the so it's a good, exciting time to be involved.
Definitely. One question I got to ask you though, because obviously there's a lot of you lot coming through now, but what's going to make you different, and what's going to make you stand out to be different from the rest? I know it's a tough question, but I'm going to ask you that.
Do you know what? That is a tough question. Do you know what? I've actually thought that myself, like what makes me different. But one thing that I never really do is actually like compare myself to other boxers. I'm so like tunnel vision on like myself and like where I want to be that I haven't really ever thought about that. But I think I do have an aggressive style. I'm small as well. I think obviously with the amateurs, in and out, obviously like jabbing, moving, but I don't know. Like, I'd love to see myself as a little like female Tyson, Mike Tyson. So just keep that aggression, and obviously, words. But I can't really think of anything else that I'd want to compare myself to. But it would be nice to be different.
Yeah, definitely, man. Is there any last words you'd like to say before we wrap up the interview, Emily? It's been a pleasure joining you.
Thank you.
Another thing before I stop you there, just wanted to let everyone know your social medias, where they can find you on Instagram and support. So, go ahead and tell your social.
Cool. Okay, so my Instagram is obviously Emily Holder 09. Picked up now, it's like 15. So it's a random name, but that's my Instagram. Emily Holder. My Twitter, Emily Holder. I do need to be more active on Twitter though, because that's me. My main one at the moment. Hopefully looking to build that.
Definitely. Any last words for the fans out there, for the viewers?
Stay happy. Obviously, we've just had the news, obviously, about COVID, but I think just stay positive. If you keep training, enjoy it, and don't stress out.
Definitely, man. Thank you for joining me today, and I wish you well on your boxing journey. We'll definitely catch up with you soon as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Having me on.
That's all right, man. All the best, yeah.
And you. Bye.
Take care. Bye, Emily.